I lost 300,000 rubles on scalping again. I was really hoping that this format of video will never appear again on my YouTube channel. But as we can see, I lost money again, and I have to record it for you. 49 attempts I've used so far. I told you in the last video how I lost over 2 million rubles on scalping. If you haven't seen it, you should. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. But right now I'm recording my 50th attempt how I lost 300,000 rubles again. I'm hoping the 51st attempt will be successful and I will be able to hold on my deposit. And you guys support me in the comments, write me some interesting words of encouragement, and be sure to give me a like. First of all, I want to tell you in general when I started scalping, how I got into scalping, and in the first place, what my initial knowledge was. I actually first started trading on Forex on binary options a long time ago. To my mind, it was 4 or at the moment even 5 years ago. And I came to scalping exactly 1 year ago. In the first few months, I was able to make really good money. But after I started making some profits, I started to think that I'm doing it all well, and I'm a kind of cool trader, experienced and knowing all the patterns. The technical analysis, how the market moves, how it all works. But gradually, I slowly started to lose my deposit, and I just started every time to throw more and more money. I started adding more balances, then I drained my deposit, refilled, drained again, and so on. And that's how I came to something that is called 50 tries. The thing is that each attempt is one deposit. Finally, I lost all these deposits. So what are my plans now? How I'm going to continue scalping? And what things I'm gonna change to start making money? This direction is really interesting for me. And I want to make money through this. The real question right now is, where can you make $1,000 in 2 or 3 seconds? In fact, nowhere. Exactly, only trading. Only scalping gives you that opportunity. And I'm going to try this direction completely, as it said, to learn it from the inside and make really good money on it. I'm giving you my word that I will be recording cool videos of making $20,000 or $30,000. Just remember this moment once and for all. Now I want to share with you my trades and show you where I made mistakes, what mistakes I've been able to get out of and then make money, and what mistakes stopped me from making money. And also scenarios where I was actually able to make good profit. Let's begin. From the very last position, it was WLD. Here I lost almost 5%. That's the last position I opened here. I was trying to rise WLD when we had a good coin flush. I still got into the position. Okay, at the moment I was pulling here. I was pulling around $300–400, making 2.4%. But at the end I decided that I'm gonna keep pulling, because I didn't have enough profit. And I just ended up losing it all, because we had a good spill on BTC, and after BTC everything else went down. So the mistake I made is that I sat on this trade too long. I had enough of that 400. And if it wasn't for this situation where I just left this position in the hope that the price would have gone up further, I probably wouldn't be recording this video for you right now. And maybe I might have even taken some losses. And I would also continue to actively trade. But now I'm not trading anymore and I'm just sitting in front of the broken trough. As it said, finally we're down practically 12%. I'm getting knocked out and the price is slowly starting to turn around. It was just like this, great situation, to catch a little step here to raise WLD. But as it said, when there's no deposit, there's no point in talking, or talk about anything. As a result, the price grown well, and what we see next, that we were just hard down, and here it was actually giving us 30%. And if I recognized this very scenario, and I would have taken that 30% into shorts, I would be the happiest person. Happiest man alive at this very moment. Next WLD is back, trying again on WLD to go up, and I'm knocked out again. Here's the usual situation. Trying to get in on impulse and get knocked out. We got WLD again, tried to rise again. Got eaten up again, down $145 and WLD again. What was the mistake here? Exactly from all those trades that I've just shown you already on WLD. I was trying to split one entry point. I was trying to break it up into multiple entries. I was trying to catch a position, a situation, and capitalize on it. And every time out of all 5 of those 5 attempts, I totally failed. In fact, you should open 2 or 3 attempts. If it does not work, you should leave the situation. If it does go in and you are lucky, then you keep pulling that trade. But if you don't get in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth time, then you have to close that position and don't continue trading. Well, in fact, it's logical, you know? This is where I was greed, I guess, and the desire to recoup all those losses in one trade. I'm just touching on a very serious situation right now. The fact that when I have losses in scalping, I always want to recoup all the losses with one trade. I don't know, if I've got 5 negative trades of $1,000, I want the next trade to recoup all the losses. And if I'm drawing even 500, I'm not gonna close that position anyway. I'm going to keep trying to drag it out. And at the end I get caught on it. I often lose in these situations. Almost my entire deposit, all 35 attempts that I've had. That's pretty much all the attempts, where I'm just giving away money because I want to recoup all my losses in one trade. And with that, I'm actively trying to fight. BLZ. BLZ has been worked out. 1.3% pull here, that's $153. Actually, great situation, and I didn't even take it to the end here. Well, I could have gotten 10 out of this trade, and even 6. And if you count further, 15%, even 12%. But still, you see, I get out early, where I don't have to. I get out where I have to sit back and end up losing. It was a very interesting situation. We are seeing that we had a good density here somewhere. Probably the round number 296. And that density was really big. I was coming in from that density when the price was already turned around and gone down. I had to keep sitting, plus or minus to this point, and that's where we got all the movement. But I didn't do it anyway. I made wrong decision. I was afraid that the price would turn around again, that I'd get overrun. And that's why I got out. You have to really look for the good situations, where you need to get in, where you need to get out, and make a very clean plan for yourself, so that in the future those traps that I personally catch and lose money on it. Again, we have BLZ. On BLZ, I tried to short this position again. I tried to get in again. This is a normal trade. There were no mistakes here. Everything was executed correctly. Position just did not go in. And such situations also happen on the market. Well, that's not a big deal. I came in, you see, on a good pullback, down from the round number from the density, but the price turned around and went up. I'm already here. The next position that I showed you, I just went back and pulled out here. I could have recouped almost all of the losses in one trade that I made here, but I just didn't sit there long enough and gave it away. I went in on ton $4 here. I wasn't patient enough. I could have pulled out of that position very good. We had a good tilt that I was brought out really good from. There may have even been a slope still there, if you look at the higher time frame. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on ton right now, because I haven't made much money here. Next we had ton again. I was coming in ton really hard. Tried to get in, but still ton didn't go at all. He was just taking everything I had. And then we have a very interesting one coming up, it's Bucky. The next mistake is that I'm trying to make money on only one instrument to make a lot of money. I'm really trying to make one instrument to make some kind of profit that's not there. There is no real situation. I'm trying to pull here. I probably saw a slope. This situation. I thought that from this slope, we're going to go down, the price would break through it, but still the slope works out and goes down. In fact, that's probably not even a slope. Maybe a kind of, maybe a density. Honestly, I don't remember, but it's an interesting situation. And if you can understand why I'm here, write it in the comments, it will be interesting to read more. This is the same situation. This is where I just go back. And you can see how many positions I have where I just go back. It's not my brain working here, it's just I'm being driven by my psychology. And it's saying, you gotta go in, you gotta hit it, you gotta hit it. And I end up just giving away a lot of money. These are the simplest of situations where you're just losing a lot of money. Where you could just not give it away, you could just save your deposit, and then in the future, use your saved deposit to make a lot of money. Here was a very interesting situation. Here we managed to take $152. 0.8%. We had such a great slope here, coming in because we had a breakout of that slope. We bought it right back, throwing some density. I finally decided to try and get in, on the pullback, from this slope again, on the breakout. I end up going in, adding more upside. The price rolls in and I get out because we had a good shadow down. And they buy it right back. I decided I'm not going to risk and just get out of that trade. Pointless in situation like this, when impulsively you have a very strong buyback in the ladder. This is an interesting situation. Here we have Bucky drawing me $512. Brilliant situation. Everything worked out as cool as possible. Everything is done in the way it should be. Just voila! These are the kind of trades that you're really looking for and should be inspired by, so that you can always have them in the future, and you can always find them. An awesome situation. We had good activity in the longs. We had a very good flight. This is where I'm throwing in the first pot. The second, the price is buying back really good. I'm out. I'm taking 4% here. All in all, $512 worth of activity. Just a perfect situation, even if I had to stay in this trade. I mean, I'd still have taken on top of that plus minus 9%, but I go out of this position because there was no more activity in the price ladder. The price starts to slow down. And that's why I got scared and got out of that trade. Another interesting position. $23. I tried to short something here too. It went well, but the good thing is that I actually got out of that trade because there was a very strong impulse into longs. And it's actually a good thing that I got out of that position, because there wasn't any density. It was just in the moment they started throwing it in here, and the price starts to react and fly upwards. The next trade is also Bucky, $154. Here I'm getting the situation, and we are getting a good slope here. That's why I'm going to try to get in on this column. Eventually the price comes up, I throw in the first part, don't even try the second, and the price is going up nicely, and even here I should have stayed in. But I'm always waiting for some kind of slope to be broken soon. I think it's going to come in now, and it's gonna come through. I'm getting out of this position, price is testing the slope again, and here it's already drawing another plus 6%. We could have pulled out not 1.7%, but nearly 7%, and that would be $600 or $700, I think. So what we're seeing is that the next mistake is that I didn't have a lot of instruments opened. I was mostly trading on Bucky. Here I tried trading Hig already, tried trading Bucky again, it was also drawing losses, and a big loss. Here I have Pepe. I tried Pepe here to rise it after we had a good drop in this coin. Bitcoin was down too. I tried to get it up, came in at the peak, and ended up just getting swept away. I got washed up on the spill when there was a good candle in the evening. And I ended up, I'm kind of done trading for today. What I really realize now, that I'm making the stupidest mistakes. But if you look at your stats like that, and if you also look at your results, you'll also find your stupidest mistakes that you can control, and that you don't have to give away so much money. But you can make an amazing profit without working anywhere. Where are you going to make that kind of money? And in that direction, if you are also moving into scalping, don't stop. Just keep going. Because this direction is really cool. You can make money from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you are. Make money, trade, make money. And it's really cool. Guys, make sure you write in the comments what is your experience. How long have you been trading? Write about the mistakes you personally made, and most importantly, how you dealt with them. I will be very interested to read. It will be helpful, first of all for me, and it will also be helpful for other participants who are also reading the comments. They might find some answers to their questions. I hope you can earn in this field. I hope you really succeed, and you can make really good profits. And well, I actually know a lot of young guys who are really making good money in this field. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave feedback, write a comment, and like this video. Hugs to everyone. I wish you green candles. Trade only in profit. Goodbye.